Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, a 7-foot giant debuts on AEW Dynamite, and we're going to tell you why.
We'll also tell you about the title change that happened on last night's AEW Dynamite.
There's been a major update on AEW's video game, including a potential release date.
And there is huge interest for WWE's UK Stadium show this summer. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the news.
Yeah, it's Friday tomorrow, obviously, but we're not here on Friday this week because we've got the Easter holiday here in the UK.
4-day weekend, baby.
So we've decided to celebrate with our very good friend, Alan the Easter Crocodile. Anyway, was it Alan?
You got it right.
That's right. And Colin the alligator. That's right. Okay, so speaking of Colin, I don't know, debut on last night's Dynamite. Shockingly, there was a debut on an episode of Dynamite. This guy is huge. Satnam Singh, 7'3". It was at the end of the show. A thing happened with a match that we really should have covered first because it's your story. But never mind. A thing happened.
There was a title match and maybe a title change hands.
And the person who won that match at the end of the show was laid out. The lights went out. There was a reveal. Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt did some stuff with a middle finger, which was silly. The lights went out. This guy, Satnam Singh, this towering giant, stood over the victor, beat him up, put his head in a vice-like grip, allowed Jay Lethal to hit the lethal injection. They were standing tall. That's how the show ended. So, why did this play out? Who is Satnam Singh? What the hell is going on? 7'3", former basketball player. The first Indian to ever be involved and drafted in the NBA draft. He was picked by the Dallas Mavericks at number 52, in 2015, although he didn't actually play in the NBA beyond the Summer League. So that's a bit of background on him. He's been signed to AEW since last September. This was his first appearance on camera. Now, the angle was weird, right? It didn't get over in the building. It's been slated across the board on social media, understandably so. It was a misread. People didn't know who he was. And it's kind of like a throwback to the days of like debuts like the Dark Order's debut at the original was it Double or Nothing or All Out? Where they did that angle and they were sitting on the dudes and it was
Double or Nothing,
yeah. Nobody really knew what was going on. The Butcher and the Blade, my favorite tag team in AEW, they had a similar debut where it was like, who are these guys? I knew who they were because I'm a nerd, but most people didn't. That's the point. Luther would be another one. They had this habit, AEW, of just debuting people cold. Crowd's not familiar with them. You do the big reveal and you're like, all right, he's large, but I don't really know what to do with this information. The reason they did this, according to the Wrestling Observer /Figure 4 Online, is to pop the Indian market. So basically, as part of the recent Warner Media Discovery merger, AEW now airs on Eurosport in India. So Tony Khan wanted to make a big impact on that market in the first week of airing in India. Singh, who is Indian, was used in that prominent role. Now, Sanjay Dutt, of course, is an Indian-American gentleman himself. He would have been with TNA when TNA was aggressively kind of trying to expand into India. So there's another connection. But that's the story. I think it's the usual kind of thing with this kind of stuff, right? Because the Jinder Mahal title reign in WWE was designed to pop business in India and did not work. The thing with this is that time will tell if this works, if this pops AEW's Indian business, but I don't necessarily think that makes it good or bad TV. I thought the angle was kind of a failure and not big Satnam Singh's fault.
Yeah, it was dreadful. It was a dreadful finish to a really quite enjoyable episode of AEW Dynamite, in my opinion. Like, exactly, I get why they're trying to do what they do. I never really understand why, when they're trying to pop the Indian market, a lot of the time they go, look at this giant Indian guy who's a baddie. And it's like, why don't you make him a goodie? Because maybe the Indians would want to like support him and stuff like that. But I get why they're doing it. But don't put it there on the show, Tony.
Yep.
It was such a good finish to the show, and then they were like, right, but what if we ruin the end of this episode of Dynamite?
It was really flat, wasn't it? It's just like
appropriate for today, of course.
Yeah, hey, there you go. It's like when you present someone, the audience, like you
don't have Tony Schiavone shout in my ear explaining who it is, because if you're in the arena, you ain't got that.
Exactly. If you're in the building, it needs to be someone you recognize immediately. So you do it with Malachi Black. Everyone's like, oh, it's Tommy End, it's Aleister Black. You do it with Samoa Joe or whoever. I know that's not how Joe debuted, but you're like, oh, it's Joe. I like that guy. Buddy Murphy, whatever. People know with the big lad. He's obviously gigantic, which is visually arresting.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And I hope he has a successful career. But this was a rough debut.
Yeah, you mentioned the other debut before. I think I got it confused because I think it was the Super Smash Brothers that debuted when we were there at Double or
That's
Nothing.
right.
I didn't know who that was, and I didn't have anyone saying, "Oh, that's so and so" in my ear. So I just went, it's some guys.
Yeah, sitting on some other guys.
Like you say, Satnam Singh, I'm getting that right on that?
Satnam Singh.
Yeah. Visually, you're like, bloody hell, look at the size of him. You just don't know who he is. And yeah, we'll be intrigued to see where this goes. But yeah, a bit of a crappy end to episode of Dynamite.
Totally agree.
And an episode of Dynamite which was about to conclude with a title change, because Samoa Joe is your new Ring of Honor TV champion. He beat Minoru Suzuki in the main event of last night before all that stuff went down. In a match where they just chopped the piss out of each other, basically. In the end, God, I don't know why, because he's done the move a million times. But he got the old guy up for a muscle buster, and I thought, he's going to kill him. Cool, that's going to be the end. No, he safely hit a muscle buster, pinned Minoru Suzuki, 1, 2, 3. Samoa Joe is your Ring of Honor TV champion. A very quick turnaround from arriving in Ring of Honor to holding a title. And I think the right way to transition it, they had it on the line at Supercard of Honor. Minoru Suzuki won it, and now Joe's won it in a really enjoyable main event on telly. If visually painful.
Yeah, I thought this was the perfect thing to do with the Ring of Honor TV title, personally. Obviously, Tony wanted to put the belt on his people. That was quite clear coming out of Supercard of Honor, where every champion lost, pretty much. Samoa Joe is one of his people now. So you put Suzuki in as a transitional champion, so you can do a cool match with him and Joe instead of booking Red Titus, who is very good, but it's not quite the same level of appeal as Joe and Suzuki. So you have this appealing main event. You have Joe, who is obviously a Ring of Honor guy. That's how he broke out. That's how he became famous. That's how he caught the attention of Impact and went there, and then went to WWE and did all this. So you got a Ring of Honor guy. You give him the title, which he's never held before, and then to make it even better, you have his first challenger, seemingly, lined up, is going to be his former protege, Jay Lethal, which is good in itself, but also what makes it even better is that Jay Lethal is the longest reigning TV champion in Ring of Honor history. So this whole thing rules. I thought the match was very good. Post-match angle, I did not enjoy, but everything else surrounding it, apart from the middle finger sucked as well, everything else is great. Good booking is good, and bad booking is bad. Wrestling.
Exactly.
There you go.
What's in the box? It's my middle finger.
It's not Brad Pitt's wife's head, which was a relief. Anyway, speaking of 7, good AEW video game update.
Oh, which may well feature Dustin Rhodes, who
is 7.
Yeah, good, we got there in the end.
Yeah, okay. What?
That counts.
Yeah. Sorry, Dustin. Sorry to remind you of that character.
Yeah, no one wants to remind her of that.
Video game update. Fightful Select, big update. When's it getting released? The target is September.
Ooh.
That's not far away.
Wow, yeah.
I would have thought like 2023, just seeing where it is and what the stories have come out so far. But there you go. This is not set in stone so far, but it's like tentative. It's what they're targeting. There's a lot of work still to do here, and things could obviously change between now and then. But that's what they're aiming for, September. Now, Fightful first heard that the game might be coming sooner rather than later when somebody on the AEW roster said, might have arrived here too late to be in the game.
Ooh.
And usually there's a bit of a delay with rosters in these games.
Hence why half the 2K roster's been released.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Even when 2K22 was supposedly quite good this year, or very good this year, the roster still has released people on it. It's what happens with wrestling games. But yeah, September. This has obviously been in development for a long, long time. Fightful say an announcement might be coming soon if things continue to go well. But yeah, there we go.
And once again, news from my sources regarding this. They say this is the most highly anticipated release since Battletoads. So,
wow, okay.
There you go. I have nothing to add, really. Excited to see what this looks like, basically.
Yeah, if it's good, I will play it. And if it's not so good, I will not play it. As a consumer, making a choice.
I love computer games, and I still need to finish the first Spider-Man on the PS4.
Well, I never.
My nephew has come closer to finishing it than I have.
So. And he's 2.
Indeed. Right. Let's conclude by talking about that UK show from WWE that's coming our way on September the 3rd from Cardiff's Principality Stadium. The news, of course, first broke by WhatCulture's very own Andrew Pollard. More developments now with friend of the channel, TalkSport's Alex McCarthy, revealing that more than 59,000 1,000 people have pre-registered for tickets for the UK pay-per-view in the first 24 hours. He says this marks a new company record for any event, even WrestleMania. Like 76,000, I think it is, that 70-something that it can hold.
Yeah.
Pre-registered just means, let me know when the tickets go on sale. But this is huge. We really need to get on this. We're going to be going.
It's big interest, for sure. I think as soon as they announced a stadium show in the UK, it was always going to go mental, because we've not had one in 30 years. So, like, they could have probably announced, like, there's not a stadium that holds 300,000 people. I'm going nuts. But, you know, a massive stadium like this, they were always going to fill it. It was always going to do well, and it's good to hear that it is. I think the British people, like I'm not one of them, will go nuts for this kind of thing. And the tickets are going to fly off when they go on sale. No idea how many are going to be put up for sale.
Yep.
Like, a wrestling stage takes up a certain area of the stadium, but obviously, like, the interest is monstrous so far.
Yeah, exactly. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you pre-register. Otherwise, you stand no chance of getting. You ruined my joke. You ruined my joke, Siri.
What did it say?
I don't know. She just talks sometimes.
I think it said it's time for Twitter questions.
It is time for Twitter questions.
Right, because we're fast forwarding to Friday today, I asked you guys to send me your dumbest ones, and we've got 3 questions about The Fiend.
Hey!
So, to kick things off, Eddie Zam Harry asks, if The Fiend appeared in the movie, what characters do you want The Fiend working with? Right? Chucky. Goblin. I don't know if that's
Green Goblin
a
or
generic Goblin. Let's just go with any Goblin.
Okay.
Pick a Goblin. Or Joker. Who's The Fiend working with?
Ooh. Chucky feels too
adjacent.
Yeah, been set on fire and stuff, hasn't he? I think.
Yeah.
And like ginger, so you don't want to be. Yeah.
I'd like to see The Fiend fight a Goblin.
Is he fighting? I thought he was teaming up for some reason.
Just working with.
Working with. Okay.
I could mesh well with
Goblin. Yeah, Goblin. He has like some good. He has some Green Goblin has some good patter in the first Spider-Man film, if I remember rightly.
Aye.
What's the other one? Joker. I'd love The Fiend to mess up the Suicide Squad Joker, because it's just crap, that, isn't it?
You imagine the thumbnails if at one point The Fiend had done like a Joker tribute attire with like the green. Oh God, would have gone nuts.
Don't give him any more ideas with The Fiend.
Somebody draw a picture of The Fiend as the Joker, please. Right.
Walking down them stairs, high kicking. Hey!
Hey, did it with that. Oh God, it's got glitter, isn't it? Oh dear. Anyway, our next question comes from Jude the Dude.
Oh, what a name!
Nice, I like it.
Shout out, Jude.
Simple one. Who would win in a Fiend on a pole match? The Flatfuck, right?
Okay.
Or the Tugboat?
Oh.
The Tugboat. No.
I think the problem with Tugboat's going to have is his whole thing, his offense, is flattening his opponent.
Yeah.
And if you're the flat.
The Flatfuck's already flat.
Congratulations, you've made me even flatter.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
And I think if you like, if you had like, remember this when you were making like cakes as a kid? You have a big rolling pin, you roll out a bit of dough. What happens? It goes flat, but it goes long. So I think the flat foot just reaches up and touches. You have to just grab the Fiend and pull him down.
You gotta grab the Fiend, yeah. So
plus I think the Fiend, as much as you want like a piggyback from Tugboat, just way on the flat foot would be way better.
Right, the flat to the ring. I think someone asked that last week, didn't they?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
The flat rode the Fiends to the God, imagine the alligator riding the Fiend like a horse, not like a sex, like a horse.
Like, so the Fiend's the horse.
Yeah, and the flat FUCK is the cowboy.
It's really thin, isn't it? It'd probably be the length of the entranceway, the flat.
After Tugboat's finished with him, it certainly would be. Anyway, our final question comes from Mike Notridge, who's always asking questions about biscuits. So throw
Mike on the mic.
Mike asks if Ali / the Bunny's spirit biscuit is an Oreo, what is the Fiend's? I got a bad block dose today. I'm sorry for sounding like
a bit bungy.
I'm sorry about that.
Rich tea because he can't stand the heat.
Oh my goodness, he falls apart in water. Is that
Yeah.
the definition? I'm gonna go with a custard cream because I reckon if you ate Bray Wyatt, it would taste like ass, and custard creams taste like ass. So
whoa,
come at me in the comment section.
Jesus, he's a bit hobnobby, isn't he? The Fiend, actually. The more I think about it. It's just all like bits just shoved together.
Yeah, like solid.
Yeah. I'm still getting over that custard cream take. There's going to be war in the comments.
Yeah, custard creams are for perverts.
What was the question? Read me the question again. What biscuit is the Fiend?
Yeah, what is the Fiend's spirit biscuit?
Sorry for hearing you that. It's a Jaffa cake, because you don't really know what it is. Is it a biscuit or is it a cake? Is it a fiend or is he on fire?
And
or is he Bray Wyatt? Or is he...
What's inside the fiend? It's Mr. Rogers, happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
What's inside Jaffa Cake? The sweet part.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And when everyone gives me a Jaffa Cake, I'm like, let me in.
What do I do with this? Peel the chocolate off. There you go. Today's app finally comes to us from Mark Lee Willis, who has...
I'm just going to start applauding now.
Just done look at this. Look at this phenomenal piece of artwork. It's Flat F Thursday.
I have not ate the bloody Easter egg.
You effing loser. He's even gone so far, Mark has, of designing a crop
Wow!
culture. Crop culture.
Was that like a Lacoste going to be honest for that?
Yeah. I
Good.
think so.
Bring it.
So yeah, there we go. Thank you, Mark. This is absolutely sensational.
You know when they used to do that on like Blue Peter? They'd be like, "Oh, we've been sent some drawings in from like Steve, who's a kid. I don't want kids sending us drawings. I want adults sending us drawings for us to show to show and praise to the almighty Flat F."
There he is.
My Lord and Saviour, I am not worthy.
Look, he's got his little eye ears on. He's got his Kinder eggs.
Enjoy Easter. Enjoy chocolate. Let us know your thoughts on everything we discussed in the
What
comments.
holiday is Easter? Is that the one where Jesus
Don't go there.
Is it where he ate? Is it when he escaped the tomb?
I don't know.
Or is it when he just had some chocolate?
I'm
and
steering
this
well
is a
clear
really
of
good
this.
time. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. Someone let me know. I'm an idiot.
Let us know your thoughts on everything in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to What Culture Wrestling on either iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from for daily wrestling podcasts. And let us know your thoughts, Twitter questions, and drawings on Twitter at WhatCultureWWE. Watch there. You can follow both of us. You can follow Andy Murray
at Andy H. Murray. The H stands for Herman Heriderson.
Ooh, you can follow me at Adam Wilborn. Follow us all at WhatCultureWWE. Enjoy the long Easter weekend. I don't know if they do it in America. If you're in England, you're in Great Britain, enjoy it. No idea what you do over there in the States.
Enjoy the alligator.
But have a good time regardless. Yeah. Have a bit of chocolate, even though your chocolate's a little bit weird over there. Thanks for watching.
It smells like poop.
We'll see you
Hershey's
soon.
Smells like ass. It tastes nice, but it smells like ass.